told your friend you're not okay? And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way.
Okay, welcome back, you guys. So check this out. I like really cool things, you know what I'm saying? And one thing that I feel that really, I like to go out and buy really cool t-shirts. And one thing that really makes me upset is when a t-shirt gets messed up in the wash. I didn't use bleach on this shirt, okay? But there's bleach stains on it, and it makes me upset because this shirt right here, and the reason why I like it is because it's supportive of HBCUs. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you guys are longtime fans of my channel, you know I went to Lincoln University, became a Phi Beta Sigma member, and graduated in 2013. You know what I'm saying? Then I went off the Full Sail, but that's a whole nother different situation. I like this shirt because, first of all, it's a Power Unity shirt, okay? Now, I really mess with cross colors, and I would like to go buy the shirt again, but I'm a graphic designer, and I think this would be a cool lesson for people. I'm not encouraging people to go out and steal people's designs and recreate them or whatnot, but I definitely want you guys to start, I guess, reverse engineering, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I really got into it. So, with that being said, you guys, I like to observe or at least show you guys how I would go about recreating this shirt. Now, I'm not 100% sure how this shirt was even made. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the fonts. I wouldn't know what these colors are, like what the exact colors are or anything like that. But what I do know is that I can probably redo it. You know what I mean? And yeah, we can do that there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn to Illustrator, and then I'm going to make a mock-up when I get done with this. So you guys can download the mock-up. Please do not think I'm going to give you guys the t-shirt design. Like I said, if you want the shirt, go buy from Cross Colors, okay? I myself, yeah, I'm going to make this shirt. And if you guys, you know, want to do y'all's thing, cool. But, you know what I'm saying? This is how I'm going about it, all right? And it should be fun. Like, I want to show you guys some stuff. And then we're going to make a mock-up at the end that you guys can download the mock-up off my Patreon and use it, whatever. This is going to be one of them tied-in videos, okay? So, with that being said, let's go to the Illustrator. Now, admittedly, I had already started. And I went to hit the stop on my camera, and I saw that I wasn't recording on my computer. So this is where we're at, but I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a rundown process of how this goes. So I've created one guide which goes in between, you know, basically cuts the graphic up in half. And I took basically a rectangle. Well, it started off with a square, so we'll start a square like this, right? Okay, it's not snapping, so we need to go into, let's see, Windows, snap to grid. All right, so snap it to the grid like that. Okay, start off with a square, and instead of trying to guess where the square is gonna line up at, we'll just do something a little like that, and then we'll put it in the middle. All right, and then on another layer, so I'm gonna lock down that layer, and then I'm gonna create another layer, and on that I will create a circle. So we're gonna hit the elliptical tool, click somewhere. Yeah, 7 inches is cool. Make sure that it's black, and the same process, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to be bad. That's pretty cool. Okay, except now, excuse me, now what we can do is I could take this circle and drop it down like so, right? I think about, oh my god, we're doing this again. Okay, so if I drop it right here, cool, that looks good. All right, so I'm gonna take layer 8 and make it more of a rectangle, because then we found out that this was a rectangle, and yeah, looks about right. Okay, and with that we can shape build this to be just basically one, you know. Now I'm gonna hit Control C, which is basically me just copying it, and I'm gonna go to layer 8, hit Command F. Sorry, so Command C to copy. I'm on my Apple, you know what I'm saying, tip right now. I'm on my Mac, you know what I mean, flex. But I'm not sure what it would be for a PC. I had PC and I wasn't paying attention to it because honestly, forget that. You know what I mean? But Command C, Command F will basically paste it right there. I'm gonna lock that down, but on a layer 9, oh, we're gonna turn off layer F by the way. On layer 9, I wanted to flip the field of strokes. and we're gonna do an inside stroke, right? We want the inside alignment, and I think I'm gonna just go for a solid 20, like inside solid 20. Okay, so we bring this back out, and just so you guys know, the reason why we did it like that was so we can have those elements come out, because if we look at the shirt itself, it has HBCU at the top, it has kind of like a little flag, and it has the Cross Colors logo that they have for it. Now I can't find a Cross Colors logo. I tried to look, but I'm sorry, it just wasn't happening. But so we're gonna create another rectangle, all right, and we're going to put this on the white. By the way, if I'm dropping some sauce for y'all, bro, come on now. It's 2020. Like and share my page, yo. Like and share my page, man. Okay. So we'll do something a little bit like here, I think. Except we'll make this shorter. Yeah. We'll make this a little bit shorter like that. And I'll put HBCU up here. Let's see. I think this was the point where I couldn't go without using colors, so I have to actually make colors here. So we'll turn this green. We'll just put it on the green now, and let's put up a triangle. The triangle has to be its color, so we'll put it in that gold yellow. I think that's kind of like a university yellow they had, or university gold, which is cool. And we'll start lacing this up like that. So bring it down here like this. Make sure that I think there's okay, yeah, there is. Okay, cool. And then we'll hit Command C. You know what? Not even gonna do that. What we're gonna do is gonna object, transform, I think it was, and reflect, and a vertical reflect. We're gonna make a copy, okay, and then bring that over here like so. There we go. Yep. And if I wanted to, you know what I mean, which I kind of do, if I wanted to, you know, make sure that all this stuff aligned and it was right and all that, well, that it wasn't anything coming outside of the border or outside of the shield, we'll just, boom, you know what I mean? Not even all that bad. All right, so the next, matter of fact, let me go back in here and do this too, because we got some stuff that is kind of looking funky, and we don't need that. We don't need that at all. We don't need that at all, yo. You know, I don't think that was on the t-shirt itself, actually. Now that I look at, let me see. Yeah, nah, it was definitely taken out. All right, so I definitely am still getting this stuff together. So let's see. I'm gonna create here. Something a little bit like this. So we'll do that right there, and we'll turn it red. Okay. But let me look at the alignment. All right, so this can be up just a little bit more, and this can be down just a little bit more, right? Let me look. No, this needs to come up a little bit more. Okay, and it will come in. Whoa. Okay. We'll hold control, make one down here like so, right, and then over here about right there, I think looks pretty adequate, and we'll green. Okay, except let's make it closer. We'll do a little bit closer, and we'll do a little bit closer like that. Yeah, that looks good. All right, and then we'll take, let me look at it real quick. All right, it looks as if, all right, so it looks as if maybe we have an opportunity to do this. We can do it like this instead. Not by too much, you know what I mean, but we can lower the bar just a little bit. All right, and then we'll take this one, we'll hit Command C, Command F, and we'll turn it upside down, right? Center align it, and then put it down here at the bottom. All right, now that has to stretch between here and here, so that's cool. Let me look. Yep, that's cool like that. Hit Command C. One half of that is Command C, Command F. One half of that is red, so We'll make this one black. And then let's take Command C, Command F. We'll move this over. And we'll turn it, I think that's green, right? Yep, green. So we'll do something like this, and then we'll, like so. And if I remember correctly, let's make sure that that lines up, because if it doesn't, then we all kind of messed up. There we go. Cool. And that's where the power of Unity would go down, is down here. But now, and of course, this is the banner for the, what you call it, the what is it, the flowers? Is it flowers? No, it's not, but it's vines. So that's where that would go. But we're gonna come up here, about right here, and I am doing this, you guys. I am doing this. That's a square. I believe that's a square. No, it's a little bit close to it, but it's not. So we'll pull that over here like this. And this is where we write out HBCU. Now look, check this out. I do not know. I am so sorry. I do not know what font they use. I just know it's a sans serif, okay? I'm not trying to be too perfect. I can manipulate this sans serif right here, which is Acumen variable, one of my favorite. Asumen variable. Asumen, right? I can manipulate it by, and I don't want to, but by stretching it up like this. Bringing it down like that. It does not, I don't have good success rates by doing that. I like the way the font is designed, and if the font was designed that way, then it has to look that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no reason to manipulate a font like that. We are going to hit Command C, Command F, and I'm going to bring one over here. I'm going to put a C right there. Yep. And then we're going to put another C over here like that. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay. Now I can put that power of Unity down there right now. Let me see. I can, but I'm not, right? And I do like these that I've created, but I just wanted to put this back in perspective so you guys can know where I'm at. So this is how I did this. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this one and go back to the one that I was working on. So here we are, which is this. Shoot, now I'm looking at it like, man, hold on. Gotta fix it out a little bit, right? Cool. And yeah, so yeah, man, you know, I love it. I like it. I want some more of it. All right, cool. We're gonna make that banner at the top, right? So I'm gonna take the element, this element here, flip it upside down, and let me just make sure, you know, I'm not. Okay, so we're gonna copy that, paste, and we're gonna make it by half. Well, a little bit more than half. I don't know. Measurements. That has to be on the line though. So like these have to line up. So I can't. Okay. It looks as if maybe, let's see. I don't want to make it smaller, but let's see. It still doesn't really line. Let me see. Let me look at it. It is skinnier though. I do know that. But I don't want to keep, it has to line up. And I like that it's on the grid, but if I have to, I will take it off the grid, you know. I guess one more and move it over. I can't. Oh my god, I have to take it off the line. I like the grids. I like that it was lined up with the grids, but shoot, I gotta do this for me, right? So let's put it back on the grid. No, not show back the grid. No, not that. Well, I don't mind. We can show the grid. And of course, we'll do something like that. Okay. And then we'll make, I think this is adequate. So see, see, that was the one thing I didn't want to happen when I used a different font, but that's okay. That is perfectly fine. See, this is, and then use, okay, maybe I'm not tripping. Okay, we'll do it like this. Yep, I'm tripping. I might have to take everything off grid. Dang it, I didn't want to though. Okay, we're not gonna do it on the grid like that. And that means that these two things need to come up just so slightly. No, not like that though. We're gonna, okay, and then also, right, which means that these essentially have to go away. Or no, I'm gonna delete these. I'm gonna delete them, and we're gonna take this C, F, okay, and stack them up like so, right? And yet the reason why I'm doing it like this is because that's kind of the way they have it here on the shirt. So like the H just comes up to the H, right? It doesn't really, yeah, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna stack them like this, and then this should stack perfectly, right? So there we go. No, now I'm starting to feel like these are a little bit too wide, so guys, bear with me, man. Bear with me, because they shouldn't be this wide. And we'll just delete and move over. Right. Which means I gotta delete these and stack them again. That's what we risk here. You know what I'm saying? When you stealing, I'm not gonna say stealing, but when you copying, you're trying to get it just as perfect as it was, right? So yeah, we'll say something like that, and that looks about right. Yeah, it looks about right. Oh, that's the reason why. Boom. There we go. Now that looks right. So we'll take that, and I think this one went over to B. Look. See, my OCD. Okay. My OCD. How many D's do I need up on here? Okay. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're not gonna do it like that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of them and work smarter. And then, if I remember correctly, whoops, duplicate like that. And then I just need to make one more, but it looks as if we're gonna have to cut this one out like that, and then make them smaller. And you know what? I'm gonna use this time. I actually am gonna snap it to the grid because I don't want to go through all that work again. Okay, actually I can't snap it to grid. Darn it! Darn it! All right, so we're not gonna use the snap to grid, and do it like that. All right, so what we can do now is get the colors in there. So let's say right here, right here, right here, I think right there. So it's the same thing. What the heck, I don't have to do that, but you already know. Red. Okay, and then I believe this is black. I mean, that's green. That's green. Yep. So this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Those are green. Okay, so we have that really cool pattern at the top. Actually, I like mine a little bit better, man, because this one's not really lined up like that. This one is just kind of put together. You know, cross colors, please don't come for your boy. That's just what I noticed, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to, you know, if you guys want my help, you know what I'm saying, I'm open for that. But, you know, hit me up in my DMs on Instagram. But here we go. Let's see, we can make that 1837. I have no idea what font that is either. I just know that it's a serif, a blocky block serif, so a slab serif. So we'll make it big enough to fit here, and let's kind of figure out what serif, slab serif that might be. So let's look around. It doesn't look like I have a university kind of font. I know that is a university font, but I don't have one. So I'm probably gonna have to turn to defont.com and find maybe a university serif. Yep. Good old defont.com. Pretty defonty. Okay. Okay. Defont.com. Wait, how come you didn't type? There we go. There we go. Was looking for the logo, could not find their logo. Well, this is their logo, but that's not the logo that we're trying to use here on this one. So, you know, you want to look as perfect as possible, you know what I mean? So, let's go over here to defont.com and hopefully we can find a nice university font. So, let's see. It says school, so we'll go to school first and we'll look for sort by. I'm not going to use that. I want to use. I really can't remember how that looked, but or how to do that, but I'm gonna type in university at the top. University. There we go. Get a university font. Can't find one. Let's go backwards. Let's go backwards. Let's see if I can find slab serif. Serif fixed with. It would be typewriter, but it's not technically typewriter. Let me just, if I can type in slab. Okay, I mean, okay. I am feeling this. We're gonna type in the number 18, and since I have my stuff looking at it right here, that's not the 18 that we're looking for. It has to be a little more blocky. It would be something like this, except it's too fat. It looks like no. Keep looking, but that college slab. Bro, let's go. Bro, that was super quick. Didn't take me long at all. Like at all. Install font. College slab. Okay, so now we go back into Illustrator and I look up for this font, College slab. I just downloaded you, so there we go. Okay. Okay. College slab. There we go. About that right there, and then I can move this one over here on this side, and we'll put 37. How does that look to me? That is it spot on? Is that spot on? Like, if you guys if somebody works for them, ask them real quick, did y'all use college slab? I feel like y'all did. That looks like college slab, and I'm almost on board on saying that this might be Arial, right? I'm not trying to be rude. Arial. Let's see, bold. Okay, maybe not Arial. Let's say, or maybe let's say Arial black. Okay, and I want you guys to know something. I love Arial. I love Arial black. I think that's possible. I love Arial. I think it's a very beautiful font. Just keeping it real. A lot of designers don't, and to them I'm like, whatever. Okay, we're just gonna go back. Ooh, ooh. All right, cool. Nope, it's not cool. Go back. All right, there we go. Cool. I like the way it's going. I do. I think this is a good, thing that we're doing right here, even though it's kind of bad. Okay, so check this out. Now I can tell that this might have been a circle at first, and then they made coral leaves, and this is where I suck at. Like, I have to draw that. You know what I mean? Now, I don't want to. I'm not 100% sure if I want to. There's still some things I can edit out real quick before I continue going. Like that right there. Well, hold on. Let's bring back my things here. My snap the grid. Right? We can make these a little bit wider. Okay. Same thing with this side. Boom. Make it a little bit wider. Okay. Because I think that's a little bit better. Yep. And I think these have to be a little bit lower. Yep. And these can be just a little bit higher. All right. And then maybe I'm just looking at the design wrong and entirely and saying that this might be built. Yep, that did it. There we go. Yep. And then if I wanted to, okay, my neighbors, they have some really crazy kids, but okay. But that now is a little bit too high, so we're gonna do this instead. We're just gonna, take these two things, drop it down by a pinch. That's better. And then take these two things and then drop it down by a pinch. Okay. All right, that looks good to me. Yeah, that looks fine to me. Even though it's not like the original design at all. Like it is, but it's not. Like I can continue to manipulate this out, right? Bring it over about like right here. I can do a whole lot. I could. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Just a little cleanup work. I can bring this over like so. And then bring it over like so. And then we cool. I think that looks good too. Yep, that looks even better. Right? So we have this going. I'm over here stalling, to be honest with you, just doing some cleanup work, but it looks as if, okay, cleanup is done, and all we gotta do is lock this down, make a circle real quick, get this in the middle downward just a little bit, and start building essentially the coral leaf line. Now, like I said, I suck at this. This right here. No, not my thing. All right, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. I'm gonna try to give y'all a good one. All right, we're gonna do about 16 points. It looked like that might be 16. We're gonna go back down to 12. We're gonna go back down to 14. I think 14, maybe 12. We'll do 12. All right, 12. That looks cool. And I'm going to essentially convert this into a stroke and then do my handy dandy thing on this side. I think these two things can be cut like this. I'm trying to do it like the best way, not the technician way, and then get that out the way, it's giving me this kind of vibe, right? Like it essentially was like this. It looked like it might have been built like this. I suck at coral leaves, though. Like, that's not my thing. That is not my thing, right? So, but we have here out right now something. All right, and I'm going to go on record and I'm gonna say it like this. Any of y'all ask me to do some coral leaves, y'all hit me up like, you know, I want the coral leaf look. I'm gonna be like, bruh, watch my video, bruh. Watch this video. I have to go back in and clean up too, by the way. I'm not doing it right now, but as you can see, I made that change and that stuff is still there, so I have to fix that up. But we're not worried about that right now. Okay, so check this out. Yo, Harry. Woo, Harry. All right, look, check this out, y'all. I have to make one of these real quick, and I'm gonna use the pen tool. I'm gonna hit P and come over like so. Bring it back in. I think that's possibly the best that I can do. I suck at coral leaves. Okay, I do. It's my weakness for right now. You know. Maybe if I finagle it like that, maybe we'll see. But we're gonna do an outsider. We're gonna do a roundy caps. Outside alignment. Maybe inside. We'll do inside. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah. And then we'll put in green. Still gotta fix up the fact that, okay, how about this? Yeah, that works out better. There we go. Soften it out like that, and then put them out there. Now, you know, I'm not the fan of the Leafs, man. I'm sorry. I'm not the fan of the Leafs because I don't make them really good. Not because I don't like them, because I think they're awesome. But Jesus, I suck at these. So we're gonna. Oh, you know what? You know what? And I think I saw an easier way to do this. I think I found an easier way to do it, but we'll find out as I go if this works or not. This is me faking it until I make it, essentially. We'll see. And yeah. So there is an easier way of doing this. Well, there was an easier way of doing this. I'm not taking the time to do it. I think mine's look kind of like Dark Knight wings, you know? And I think that's kind of cool, just a little bit. But that wasn't easy, and I just figured it out just by looking at it. I'm like, oh, dude, super dope. That's what I just found out just by doing it. And I'm probably gonna do this on another video. Probably another video. Like and subscribe. Okay. 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 And okay. I think this one goes like this. Oh, except maybe a little bit more down. And then at the top, there's a different leaf at the top altogether, you know. But forget that. Okay. We'll just do something like that for right now. Okay. Cool. All right. We're gonna turn all these. We're gonna first. I'm saying we are going to turn this into a stroke. Okay, my men. Stroke. I'm gonna take all these, all of them. Okay, all of them. Copy. Nope, we're gonna take them all, and we're going to transform, rotate, reflect, make a copy of it, and then pull it off to the side, the other side, like so. And whew, the hard part is over for me. It wasn't that hard, but it's not right either. Not too right either. And the only thing that I can say about this or do differently, okay, is delete and just make it smaller. Okay, so like these two can go into a layer. It didn't do it. I want to take that out, put it into one layer. Okay, and I can just make it smaller, more out that way. Oh, I hate making coral leaves. You know, I swear to God, I don't swear to God. You know, if I ever have to do another coral leaf in my life, I'll be mad. I'm not swearing to God though. Okay, so we're going to reflect this, make a copy, and move it over. Cool. Actually, I think this might be a little bit better, but you know, don't tell them that I said that. You know, I essentially faked it. I found a way to fake it, and it worked out. Cool. So not all the greens matched, by the way, because at first not all the greens matched. Which means, let's see, if I want to make it that lighter green, let's just say I want to make it that lighter green again. So now we got that university light green. Cool. Alrighty. So now the next thing to do is power unity this mug, and we good. Now I might use black instead of gold, and we're gonna pull that down here and type out power of unity. Okay. And that almost perfectly aligns, but I think, let's see, we have to pull it like that. There we go. Now that was how they aligned it, you know, somewhat similar, you know, if I was to move stuff off like so and line it up like that, and let's just say, yeah, I think this is the closest. Let's see. Like I said, I'm a technician. We're not trying to be technicians, but I'm a technician in design. I've been doing this for years. There's just a little bit of element off like that, and I think this is kind of how they had it. I mean, I'm manipulating text at this point, but manipulating font at this point, but this is kind of how they had it, and it's kind of off to the side. I'm not gonna leave it like this. I think I want it to be balanced, you know. So I'm gonna say about right here. Okay. Yeah, looking kind of power unity-ish. Okay. So let's go ahead and take the coral leaves and the border and all that stuff. We'll put it into one selection and thing like that. I'll copy it all outside of this. Let's take that out. I'll copy all of it. Turn it off. Do Command F. And honestly, before I do anything else, let me create outlines for these fonts, these little texts, because those kind of will get in the way. And yeah, no. So for now we had that done. Let's turn this on and make sure that we have this in good alignment. Okay. Okay, that's cool. All right, so on the back of all of this, I'll up under everything, I'll take the marquee rectangle tool, you know what I mean, and it looks as if maybe if I could do something similar to this. First we need to make it white though, and then we'll put a stroke, a black stroke up under it. I believe I want an outside stroke. Is it an outside or? Oh well, you know what? It's a rectangle, so you kind of need to pull it out some more. Rectangle like that. Cancel. And then let's right here. Oh man. Okay. Let's take the strokes out of this one though, because these two, like they don't need strokes. They're pretty much just good to go. But we will make it that red, so I'll make it red right here. And then up under it, we'll hit a B. Okay, so the first one will kind of extend out slightly, and the second one will also extend out slightly. And we'll make those two green. Cool. Looking really sharp. I like how it's turning out. Let's unlock that and put a nice, I don't want to say too thick. Let's just do, I'll do a 6. Yeah, I'll do a 6. All right. And then we'll type out the word cross. So OSS. There's an actual way to do that without me doing that, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The way I did it was just so sufficient that, like, why would I do it the other way? Okay. Now on this one, maybe, because they got cross really nice, and then colors. Okay, LOURS. Okay. Okay, but by the way, this is messed up. This is wrong. So it should be red here and then green on the outline. I just saw that, you guys. Sorry about it. That's how it looks. Let's fix this though. I feel like they got this kind of bunched in so it can fit like that. Not the best way of designing this shirt, honestly. Like, I feel like they could have did something a little bit different, a little bit more effective, but let's see if I bunched it up like they did here. Okay, yeah, so we got that over there, but over here, let's see if I scooch them out like that, excuse me. All right, and then this L, right? Okay, that was weird. There. That's too far, and there we go. All right, and this has to turn that yellow, so, right. So looking really good, actually. Outside the fact that I think maybe this stuff might be a little bit too far over. And then we can pull these in like that. Cool. Looks about the same to me, just a little bit. And then to finish it off, up under all of this, as a matter of fact, I won't do it like that at all. I'll do it like this. Boom. Back. And I believe. There we go. All right. Now that that's all done, let's kind of take a look at it real quick. You guys, I think this was looking pretty good. Let's kind of put everything into one. I'm gonna copy it, of course. You know, I like to work non-destructively, and then paste, and we'll just kind of look at it on off the background, right? So this is what I came up with. This is what they came up with, and I'm not even mad. I think maybe the greens might be a little bit darker, you know, so I might go again with that dark green instead of the green that I have, right? And that might just be because of, what was it, the printing to go along with it. So let's make the red a little bit more darker red too. I think they used a darker red here. Okay. Not that dark of a red though. I think that might be too much, but let's say something a little bit like this. Yep. And honestly, I think this was the design right here, right? I mean, this is my interpretation of this design. It's not the best version of it, but yeah, it looks pretty good to me. I think this one is just, we'll call that a good design. All right. So now that we're done with that, I'm gonna go ahead and save because I don't want to, you know, not. We'll put. I'll do YouTube videos and I'll say this is for cross colors. We'll say t-shirt redesigns because I think that's what I'm gonna do. T-shirt redesigns by Robert Loyale. All right. And we'll say this one here is called the cross colors power of unity. Excuse me. All right. Now we got to make the t-shirt mock-up, and that's basically my thing. You know what I mean? I've already done it before, but let's try it again. Let's do something different. Let's make a college themed one. Okay. So you guys, if you can guys pick these mugs up off my Patreon. I know I keep saying it 1,001 times, but you know what I'm saying? I do want people to win. All right. So let's go down and let's see. Adobe stock. And let's look for a t-shirt. I think I've mocked up a good portion of these. Let me see. Go back. I didn't mock this one up yet. No, I didn't mock this one up yet. So that's kind of not a university like t-shirt though. And I'm kind of, let me look at this shirt real quick. Yeah, the whole thing about university shirts is the arms are a lot shorter. Okay, so that's not the best one. I would use that one, but I've used it already. And as you guys, maybe I'm gonna mock this one up. All right, so we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna use this one. Cool. So we'll drop it in. Now, specifically because we haven't got to that point of using or making fronts and backs yet. I need people to let me know if y'all want me to make the fronts and backs. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said anything. So when y'all do, whenever y'all get it together, you know what I'm saying, in the comment section, we'll start making fronts and backs. But until then, right now, I'm gonna use the pen tool to get out this shirt so I can complete this design. So we'll start here like so. Like this, go through, here, come back around. I know I'm kind of a wizard at this, but if you guys have watched any of my older videos, like some of my old videos, I struggled with the pen tool. I taught myself the pen tool. Well, I didn't teach myself. I had a friend teach me how to use it, and then I practiced it. I took my stuff into the hyperbolic time chamber, as I'm saying, and I perfected it. It's, a good thing. I've learned from, got tips for other people. And I would do a master class on this if this is something that people want to know. Like, oh, can I teach y'all the pen tool? Yes, I will do a master class one day. A pen tool master class. It probably won't be on the channel, but it will be open to those who want it. That will be a Skillshare thing. You know what I mean? I'll talk about it some other time, but right now, it's like, it's still just an idea. Like, I know some of you guys want that. I know some of you guys really want that. So we'll go back around like this. Come back down, swoop it up. When I do the pen tool, I like to stay inside because you get the best when you're inside the actual subject and not outside of it. When you're outside the subject, kind of not the best quality. I had to learn that myself, actually. So it's like, it's not the best quality when it's outside the subject, but you can get a sharper image when it's inside the subject. I don't know. It works that way though. But yeah. I want to take this time to talk to you guys about mental health. All right. And this is one of those things where, I think everybody should go to therapy, especially if you were born within this 80s, 90s kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not really too much the 2000s, but while we're on the subject of school, you know what I mean? And there was that horrid thing that just happened a couple of days ago, where a guy went in and, very tough subject, did his mass thing, and I am so sorry for all the families who had to endure that. You know what I mean? But this is also a result of people not going to therapy. Make sure that you get yourself some help. Okay, no matter if it might not be you that's going through it. You know what I mean? But at some point in time, you guys should, look at how you're interacting with people, listen to your values, and see if that's humane. You know what I mean? And what are the lengths that you guys ask yourself? What are the lengths that you're gonna go through when it comes down to some of this stuff, right? Like, that guy went through lengths to do what he did. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine. All right, so we got the subject though. I like throwing a photo filter and just clip mask it to the actual subject, and that way we can just get nice even colors. You know what I'm saying? Now this here is black, just to let y'all know, and we're gonna do a 99, not 100. I like the 99, and with that I'll put on top of it just this extra layer here, and we'll put it on a multiply, and that just gives us some more definition, some more details and stuff like that. So we'll name this shadows. Change color slider, right? And then we'll name this t-shirt. Cool. So with that being said, those are done. Okay. This is the color layer. All right. But what we're gonna do here to make sure that you guys love this, and I do mean love this, I'm gonna bag up a little bit. Now, admittedly, let's make sure that this thing is, center, right? Because we don't need nothing that's not centered, right? And then I need to go ahead and make the displacement map, which is basically what makes our graphics look real. Hold on, I'm messing up somewhere. Okay, make our graphics look real. So I have made a copy, or I have made a composite shot, which is just basically hitting the shot, Shift, Option, Command, and E. Okay, and all I need to do now is just punch up the blacks a little bit, make the whites a little bit more whiter. You know, the highlights, the shadows. Okay, cool. Probably not that much, but that'd be right there. And then go to blur, Gaussian blur, and then give this a nice, not too much of a blur, but you know, somewhere around like 4. Cool. And then save as on my computer. I'm gonna go back to, I think, YouTube videos, and then I'll do t-shirt redesign, and we'll say displacement. All right, we'll put displacement there. All right, no longer need that. But what I did learn real quick was that my shadow layers is off. That's number 1. And then 2, let's bring up some of these shadows here, because I didn't like how that looked for a little while, for what it was, for what it was worth. I didn't like how that looked. Yeah, so we'll turn that off, turn this on. Now we got a problem with the levels, so let's backtrack a little bit. Okay, let's backtrack a little bit and bring up, there we go, right there. Okay, so now when I change the color to like blue or something like that, yeah, cool. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. All right, so check this out, you guys. The color layer is good. I'm gonna take out this shadow layer real quick and dump it on top, but I want to make this graphic, so we're gonna turn this one, we're gonna call this graphics, right? Drop inside it here a white, something a little bit like that, and then I'll turn this into a smart object. Okay, Command J, pull this one on the top, and we'll name this one, we'll call this one double click to change graphic, or we'll say art, because not everybody say use graphics. Okay. Okay, and then we'll double click here, put this into a group. We'll call this turn off. Whoops, turn off, right? And then we'll move said design, not designs, but ruler, what you call it, guides, there we go, over here like that. And then we will at this point go back into our old Illustrator right here and copy, bring it over up in here and paste as a smart object. Okay, now I want that to fit like right here like this, and we'll hit save. Now we go back to what's supposed to be the regular layer, but there we go, we got the shirt out and it looks really mighty good. If I drop this on top of it, and yeah, we'll do it like that, right? Let's see, create a clipping mask. I basically just made the shirt. Looks pretty similar, right? Right. Only thing I need to do now is just drop in the displacement map, and I think that's not gonna be too much because there's not too many wrinkles on this shirt. We'll do 8.8 for right now. Okay. Oh, by the way, that's on the wrong graphic, so boom, we gotta clipping mask that. I messed up. There we go. All right, I don't think the 8.8 was working too well though, so we'll do like 4.4. I normally do 8.8. I normally do 4.4. Yeah, I think I'll work with this one. All right, the only things that I would like to change, okay, is, where's the clipping mask? Oh, there we go, right there. Is I like to make sure that the highlights, everything is highlighty. Okay, we'll put this on the 50. Okay, and the shadows, everything is on the shadow. Let's go in and make sure Okay. Okay, we'll do something like that. Here, matter of fact, right there works out better for me. And yeah. As far as this extra light, this soft light layer, we'll put that on like this. And yeah, looks good. One more thing, I think the shirt itself is kind of pixelated, or not, but blurry. So we'll go back, put on like a, let's put on like a 0.2. I know that you guys probably can't see it like I do, but yeah, that looks pretty legit. That's legit. All right, so the shirt is mocked up, and it's ready to go. Technically, you know what I mean? Oh, sorry. I need to get back in frame. I'm not in frame at all. But yeah, the shirt is mocked up and it's good to go technically, you know? So at this point, I mean, I would do the back, but on the back, it would be a patch mock-up, and we ain't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this into one layer. Well, first by turning this into a layer itself called Do Not Touch, because you guys will be able to get that. But these two layers go into one layer. We call this the mock-up. All right. Only thing I let people mess with though is this. All right. So that's done. I think we can make some art now. And this is the part that I love. I love. Okay, I mean love. Okay, I get the chance now to make some really cool art, and that means that, you know, I could put in a nice background, a nice foreground, and it'd be, you know, I guess optional for anybody who wants this mock-up. You know what I mean? Now, I do this a lot on my Patreon. It's just something my Patreon. This is my mock-up exclusives. Okay, anybody who wants something, and the reason why I didn't even tell you guys, like I blew past the whole beginning of this, but the reason why I made it a 1920 by 1080p is specifically because Instagram is favoring now those long form contents. So whenever you put something on Instagram in the reels, not in the reels, but in the the stories, they want that, you know what I mean? And it's being favored. So I guess this is more on, you know, if you guys need help advertising. Now, I like to make art. I don't like to just, you know, make a design every here and there. I like to use my artistic abilities. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some composite stuff. So we're gonna head over here back to Google, and we're gonna go to one of my favorite sites whenever my computer stopped acting slow. Unsplash.com, and we'll type in HBCU, HBCU, and of course you get, oh, Miss Clark Atlanta, she's pretty. Okay, so it doesn't look like we're gonna have anything like that, so we're gonna go back here to HBCU on Google and just kind of look around. Now, I know for facts none of this stuff can be used. No. So I'm probably gonna have to build one out. So we're gonna type in stuff that actually matters, like Founders Hall. Founders Hall. Right? Okay. How about HBCU campus? We'll type in like something like that. Okay. Yeah. All right. And we will use usage rights. We'll use Creative Commons type stuff, because we're not going to use anything outside. That's her stuff. Let's say I pick up You know, I don't want to use that because it got the thing on it. I don't want to use Tuskegee. We'll use this, right? We use that somebody's admin building. We all know whose college this is. You know, shout out to that. You know, college, but I don't know who y'all is, man. You know what I mean? So we use that. Let's go back to Unsplash. All right, and we'll look for like a trumpet. Yeah, man, you know, we'll blaze a trumpet in the front. I think I'm gonna roll with that, and we're gonna try to make something out of it. Okay, so back to Photoshop. We'll just try to make something out of this real quick. So pen tool, of course, I gotta go back into the pen tool. Okay, and then just kind of, you know, work my magic here. All right, so we're going to essentially blur that out. So I did all that cut, like I said, just to blur it out. All right, because it's a foreground. It's foreground stuff. Okay. Next, there was a football, I think. Yeah. Okay. You know, college. A lot of people be like football. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah. Why not football? Why not football? So we're gonna, with the pen tool, pull this out real quick, and this one should be a whole lot easier, not so complex. All right, so trumpet in the front. Oh, wrong one. This trumpet in the front. I want this football to be somewhat smaller. First of all, want it smaller, and we definitely want it in the background. You know what I mean? So we'll place that in the background. I'm probably gonna take another one of these trumpets and reverse it the other way, put her thing down in it, and something, I don't know. Okay, and we'll do something like that. Let's look at it. Okay. We got this back here. I can scale up. Bloop bloop. Key right here. Okay. Except let's not do it like that. That's kind of corny. We'll do something like that. There we go. And then bring down, instead of it being so flat. You know, we'll do one more or two more really. Okay, and just one more there. Boom. Cool. And of course, you know, I gotta go back in and fix out this thing right here, because that's not looking too good. I mean, it looks cool, but you know, we want to make sure that whatever we put out here is out here. Now, admittedly, I am doing a slop job with this. Okay, it's not that bad of a job, but we want to make sure that them white lines don't exist. Okay, which means I have to go in a little bit tighter. Okay, it looks a whole lot better. Let's just say, you know, I wanted to go into the mock-up and change the color. I was like, you know what, instead of it being on a black, you know what does it look like on blue? Looks pretty smooth, right? So we got that out. What other elements can I just drop in here for right now? Because, you know, it still look a little plain, a little ordinary, and I'm not feeling it like this. So let's go back. Maybe I can put in, it's not that books don't make sense, it's just books don't make sense right now. That's better. And we'll stack them up right here. But before I do anything, I want to pull it back out and click on the saxophone just to see if it gets everything out, you know, because sometimes this object select tool thingy just don't be working for me. I'm just gonna keep it real. It looked like it did a good job this time, so we're gonna man, nah, it didn't work. It didn't work the way I thought it was gonna work. You know, this thing is 0 for 5 right now, bro. Like, y'all seen me, what, how many different videos have I done live, and I was trying to figure out this tool and it just don't work for me. 0 for nothing, man. I can't do nothing with it. It's bad. It's bad. It's horrible. It's really horrible. No, we're not. Oh no, bro. We gotta. Oh heck no. Heck no. Heck no. What? Oh, at least my hands wasn't all that bad. You know, if this mess ups my picture, I don't really want it. If it's gonna mess my picture up, I don't really want it, right? I want to make sure that whatever comes through. Oh man. You know what? I'm only gonna use the bottom of this. We're just gonna, because this is normally what the saxophones in the saxophone section at a college march at HBCU band be doing anyways. They be on that type. They be on that type of demon time. Shout out to the sexy sax from St. Louis. Not St. Louis, but Lincoln University. You know. So we'll put these in here like this. Smart objects, both of them on smart objects, and we'll do a blur, Gaussian blur on both of them. So this one doesn't have to be that. You know what? We will up under here, but this one that's in front of everything kind of needs to get the worst blur. I mean the worst blur, not the absolute worst, but you know, something like that. You know what I mean? So when we look at it, turn off this. There we go. All right, and now that we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and add like this right here. I think this is gonna be a cool addition where I can just have it all coming out from, you know, that little perspective. So I'm gonna cut this out the background using the pen tool real quick. Also, you didn't notice I'm wearing a different shirt because midway through this, my mic stand broke. Not my mic stand, my camera stand broke. The tripod. So I have to use the immaculate, very kissable, lovable iMac FaceTime cam, which I think is pretty cool. It's not even all that bad, you know. Never thought that I would have to do something like this today, but you know, tried to fix it, didn't get fixed. And because it didn't get fixed, I just went ahead and just was like, forget it. So this is a whole nother day, you guys. I'm in a whole nother different shirt. My hair has gotten done like twice. Well, lining, you know what I'm saying? But you guys can't tell because like it's time for a new lining, you know. Oh, I hate when that happens, you know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's okay. This show don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we here now. So let me zoom in. Come down a little bit like this. Right here, right here, right here. And of course, you guys know I'm not really doing too many jump cuts on this. Like, there's gonna be some, but not a lot. So I hope you guys were prepared by now. We're in this mug like an hour in, and I've been making art without jump cuts. So, you know what I mean? So let's just bring this down here, turn up like this. One thing about the pen tool, you guys, like, you know, it's not a hard tool to use at all, like, not at all, but it definitely has its like patience level. So I know a lot of people, they say, oh, you know, we can just use the regular cutting tools, and yeah, you can, absolutely can. You know, the regular cutting tools, however, aren't all that perfect. I almost said perfected. They're not all that perfect, you know what I'm saying? So when you go for this type of stuff, when you go for it and you try to use these tools and stuff like that, just know that there's nothing wrong with human error, okay? But there's absolutely everything wrong with computer error. So, and that's because computer error is not computers aren't made to be perfect, because if it was, then we wouldn't have jobs. They would just do everything for us. We'd just generate money off of it, which is not bad, but there'll always be a malfunction somewhere. Let's just say that. Always will be a malfunction somewhere. So whilst I think computers doing a lot of things are cool, just make sure that you know how to do the manual stuff, which goes hand in hand with like coding websites and all that stuff. Like, you'll get it from there. Okay, so we're coming up on a turn off right here. Right here. And of course, like, I like to cut inside when it comes down to stuff like this. Like, literally, I'm trying to make something like a Founders Hall situation. And if anybody has ever went to an HBCU, you know that the Founders Hall is like, you know, this real elaborative not HBCU, but African American Greek-like situation where they discuss, like, you know, where they show basically all the huge names that went to your college or whatnot, and, you know, what makes your university beautiful. Sometimes they talk about, like, you know, black Greeks who made it, like Martin Luther King and Michael Jordan and stuff like that. They talk about them sometimes, but a lot of times it's the other way around. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing this right here, except let's pull this in down here somewhere. So pull this in like right here, up under this, of course, but up under everything, right? Even up under this shirt, so inside the shirt. So we'll do something like this right here. That's not good though. Right here. And then wait, hold on. I picked the wrong group. I picked the wrong thing. So put this back. Okay. That's that saxophone that got out of place. Okay. And then we'll pull this up right here. Cool, except we don't want that football flying around inside. We want it outside. And yeah, looks about like a 10 to me. Just gotta go in and brush out some more of them imperfections, and we good to go. So let's, wrong one. Right. And just make sure that those imperfections kind of, you know, the shirt actually kind of blends in with each other, you know, blends in with the background, and yo, that looks good. All right, so now it looks like something inside. something inside. Looks like, you know, a Founders Hall situation. I like that. And yeah, let's see if I can. Well, I just want to play around with it just to see what I can get out of it, you know. So do that here, but let's kind of open this up so that football doesn't feel like it's all out of place. Then again, I kind of do like it like that. We don't want the Wilson showing. Not too much. All right, so I like it like that. Yeah. And then I think we neutralized the colors. We did some neutralization. But let's give this kind of a different color tint. You know what I mean? Like, let's try, I don't know, a bluish kind of tint. And we'll put that on the overlay and give it that kind of, you know what, instead of doing blue, let's do like a teal blue, right? So I'll go over here into, actually, yeah, let's do photo filters this time. And we'll do, okay, I'll bring it up, drop it down. And then we'll add bluish tint on top of it. Get these neutral tones in. That was another way of doing this, you guys. I don't always use like this, but I like the way that came through. So, actually, bring it up to the top. Do a screen. Yeah. Bring it back down right here and set the fill down some more so we get that. Cool. And let's take a look. All right. And yeah, I like the way this turned out. I really do. I like the way that this turned out. This looks pretty cool to me. So if you guys want this one, it is now available on Patreon. Like I said, I'm gonna put my little logo on here. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know, you know, where this came from and how it got here. Let me go ahead and throw my little logo on here. So we'll go back down here and, oh, that's me and my girlfriend. Sorry, you guys. Where did I put that logo? Oh, of course. Okay, this one right here. Okay, drop it down. So y'all know exactly who it came from. You know what I'm saying? And there we go. So if you guys like this one, it is now downloadable on Patreon. You guys can pick it up today, right now. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can make your own college shirts and stuff like that. I like it. I miss this shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I hope that you guys are able to make your own t-shirts and stuff like that. If you guys have learned that, you know, or not even just learn, but if you guys have figured out, you know, that you guys can make your own shirts, stuff like this, I encourage you guys to go off and do that. This is just a mock-up right here, so you guys can get the mock-up. But the shirt design, I'm gonna print this one out, you know what I'm saying, and do what I gotta do with it, you know. So I'm making another shirt, but hey, you guys can't do that. That's really against the law, you know what I'm saying. Don't do that. But you guys can replicate shirts just to kind of like get the look and feel and stuff like that, and how stuff was made. I think from going over and doing this like this, I did find flaws within the original design, but not only that, I found the beauty of the design. You know what I'm saying? Like what it actually meant to make a design like this. And I think it's pretty cool. So you always want to go back and just go back and repurpose the stuff that you guys already have done, you know, or have bought, you know what I'm saying? And just figure out what made it beautiful. And I think that's the best part about it. So if you guys like this one, go ahead, like, subscribe, pick this up off of Patreon, pick the mock-up off of Patreon because it's ready to go. And with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. So stay amazing, stay creative, above all else, stay awesome.